Hey, Allie here. I just thought I'd make a video really quick, kind of an update. In between my appointments today, just got done with a horrible rheumatologist appointment for Lyme arthritis. Excuse me. And then I gotta go to the cardiologist to get a heart rate monitor put on for a week. But I'm very sick because I had to stop taking my vitamins and supplements to get my surgery done yesterday. And whenever I go off of it, I get my body, my immune system doesn't work because of the Lyme disease. Like, it's very low functioning. So I basically can't fight anything. So I'm just really not feeling great. And on Friday, went back to the doctor. I brought all that information into her, trying to get that referral for that doctor in Houston, and she said she would approve it. We're still waiting for insurance to clear it. And then she also gave me some tramadol to help me sleep because I don't really sleep. It's very hard for me to sleep, which is a common situation with Lyme, basically, because I'm in a lot of pain. And when I lay down, my body just shakes and spasms, and I can't really turn it off. But, I'm alive, obviously, so my surgery went good. My endoscopy, they put me under, and they found C. diff and Sibo, which is very strange because, I haven't even been treated for Lyme yet. Nobody will touch it. I haven't been on long-term rounds of antibiotics or anything. And I basically asked him, I said, doesn't it make sense that since I have an active infection in my brain and spine, do you think that's why my bacteria is messed up and why there's an infection all over my organs and stuff? And he's like, well, we don't even know if this test was actually accurate. It's a spinal tap, but we don't know anything about the bacteria that's in it because this only says Lyme disease on it. It doesn't have any specific type, and there's over 100 varieties and strains. And I'm like, yeah. So I printed out, the official one from LabCorp, and it's the same exact test. And it's kind of flipped up and hard to read, but it's the same test they used with my spinal fluid. Exact same values as everything written on this one, and it says a specific bacteria that they found in it, which is B. burgdorferi, which is the Lyme bacteria. I can't even say it, but yeah. So basically, I have a very severe, deadly infection in my small intestines and on my organs, but they don't want to relate it to Lyme disease. So they gave me this medicine, which is, it's an antibiotic, and it's $1,700 with insurance. It's ridiculous. $1,700. It's Xifaxan, Xifaxan, and thankfully, we reached my out-of-pocket this year, so insurance covered it. There's a little holdup with that, but I'm just pretty frustrated because the doctor here still doesn't really, he's from Pennsylvania, the doctor that did my surgery yesterday, and he still doesn't want to see the link or the correlation between me having a super severe infection that's literally pushing my spleen out of the side of my body and relate it to the Lyme disease, which is just kind of mind-blowing. But yeah, so I got through that all right, which is good because, when you're already sick and you already have an 80% almost chance of stroking out, and then, you've got a little bit of a cold going on, it's generally not safe to get put under, but there's really not a good time to put me under because I already have a live infection in my spine and brain, and it was necessary, so we did that. And then this morning, I went to my rheumatology appointment because I was trying to see if maybe he could, at least since nobody will treat my Lyme disease, if maybe he could help me deal with the Lyme arthritis, because I have arthritis all over my body from it eating away at my muscles and my tissue, and it's really painful. And this is the same doctor that in June, he told me, oh, it's definitely MS. I don't think it's fibromyalgia at all. Like, all your symptoms are consistent with MS. You need a spinal tap, and we'll go through there. So, he doesn't even believe in Lyme disease, apparently. Like, he completely shut me down. Like, he basically said, well, this test, it can't be right. Your symptoms are all very vague. Your symptoms aren't very clear. And I mean, I'm very clear with all my doctors about my symptoms. Like, I have pages written out, like double-sided pages. And I mark everything that happens down, and I bring it in, and so I can be very clear about what's going on with me. And he said that I'm not being clear enough. And then he said, the doctor you're going to, it's probably a fake doctor. And I said, well, he treated, George Bush when he was in office. Like, I don't think they would really use, like, the worst doctor in the world, a fake doctor, to treat the president of the United States. Like, and this was in, like, I think it was either 2007, 2008, like, President Bush was still in office, and he had stage 1 Lyme. I have stage 3, but he was on the team of doctors that treated him. So why would they call him in if he wasn't good at what he did? And, well, he's like, he's just a family practitioner. He's just a family practitioner. Look, he doesn't even take insurance. And I explained to him, about the CDC protocols and why these doctors don't take insurance anymore, and because of the insurance companies shutting them down. And he's like, I just can't believe that an infectious disease doctor wouldn't take you. Like, I just don't believe anything you're saying. Like, you kind of seem like the type of person that would follow along these fake doctors that wouldn't just be easily like, I don't want you to get taken advantage of. I'm going to do the research. I'm going to find out. Like, I don't know anything about this Lyme disease, but it's probably just, this is probably not true. Like, it's probably just, a fake infection. It's probably just, you used to have it. Just all this, like, pretty much shut me down. And that was pretty upsetting. But, I mean, I'm used to it by now. Like, I'm used to doctors not really in the state of Texas believing in something that exists. Like, he tried to diagnose me with fibromyalgia, something he said I absolutely did not have back in June. But he tried to say, oh, it's fibromyalgia now, even though my spinal fluid is clearly showing Lyme disease. And I said, well, he said, what makes you think it's Lyme? And I said, well, I started going blind in my left eye a month ago, and, there's proof of that. And then I started having seizures and just all this other stuff. And he just, I could tell he didn't really believe me. But, yeah, that's kind of what's going on right now. I've got to go to the doctor and get this heart rate monitor put on, because my heart rate has been really up and down lately, and then my blood pressure has been acting up, so they don't really know. But hopefully it'll give us a little bit more of some insight on what's going on. Oh, and then the blockage I had, one of my ducts was dilated and blocked. That's another strange thing that happened with my surgery yesterday. Like, it was completely clear now, and it was just, like, full of bacteria. Like, how do I have a blockage that clears itself, but now I don't? Like, Lyme disease literally causes blockages in your heart and in your ducts, and they still fail to recognize that was the cause of it. But, and I mean, like, it's just pretty crazy. But I'll keep you all up to date and let you know more of what goes on. But thank you for listening, and, share my fundraiser, because I really can't afford this treatment. But I just really appreciate any and all help I can get. You can, I have a GoFundMe, or, I have my Facebook fundraiser, or you can send it to my Gmail at abugmenko, which is spelled B as in boy, OGMENKO @gmail.com. That's my PayPal account. But I love you guys. I'll see you guys later. I'm hoping I can still, stay alive until December 10th, because all this really strange things just keep happening, and I keep getting these really severe infections, like, throughout my body, and I just keep trying to fight them, but I don't know. But I'll see you guys later. Bye.